Hey guys, what's going on today? It is Fat Matt, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my opinions on the Black Ops 4 beta. Now, I've reached max level, which is level 25. I've played the shit out of this beta. I've really only used the MX-9. It's my favorite gun in the game. It's a really good SMG. I also like the Spitfire and the Rampart AR, all really good guns. You know, it feels like a Call of Duty game, but it's too chaotic to be as good as, let's say, like BO2 or MW2 or BO1, because now with specialist healing, their like side ability, streaks using triangle, there's just so much innovation and so many different things about this COD than the old CODs that I really don't think it could be as good as BO2 per se. But overall, this beta is really fun. You do get really bad FPS dips. Like, I feel like I'm playing at 20 FPS at some points, but that's just something they gotta work out. There's a reason this is a beta. And you also have some really blurry points on the maps, which means it's not fully rendered in at 1080p, and it could play with your eyes a little bit, not in the best way. And it's really annoying that only one person can get a specialist. So let's say my teammate gets Ruin, I can't pick Ruin, and it's really annoying not being able to play as Ruin because that's the only one I want to play as, because I'm a nub and I just want to grab slam people. But I think Black Ops 4 is in for a really good year, especially because they're bringing back League Play. They're going to add weekly content, because if they don't, they know the game's going to die. We're going to have Blackout and, of course, zombies. So overall, I'm really hyped for this game. But let's get into like the actual analytics of this multiplayer. I think there's way too much health because I find myself wasting all my ammo. It takes a whole clip for like 2 gunfights. I find myself reloading way too often, and kids just aren't dying. When you're using an SMG, the bullets don't do that much damage, so you can't really expect to drop them like uber quick, but you still drop them quick, if that makes any sense. And I think the health needs to go from 150 to 100 just so the game feels a little quicker, because gunfights last too long. You can't really get like those triples anymore. It's just weird. Even with extended mags or advanced mags or fast mags, whatever you're using, it just feels really off and different from any other COD. Because like I've gone in and got like mercilesses and ruthlesses and shit, but it just doesn't feel the same. It feels a lot slower, and I find myself reloading a lot more. The reason I really don't like new gen COD, well, like, I like it, but it's not the same as BO2, because we have specialists, which is literally just giving you a really OP kill streak if you get no kills like halfway throughout the game. You have your R1, which is just like your cool ability, and some of them are pretty OP and dumb. And then actually, I love healing. I love how they added that into the game. It just doesn't flow right. I feel like you need to heal faster for the game to move quicker, or just lower the health. They need to do something with that, because it just doesn't feel right as of right now. And the sniping's actually awesome. I find myself getting a lot of hit markers, but it's still really fun. And the score streaks are, you know, COD score streaks. I think they're pretty balanced. They all work pretty well. I honestly think the Hellstorm needs to work a little differently, because the way it spreads is just weird, and I find myself missing a lot of targets most of the time. I think the UI of the new main menu is awesome. I love when they innovate and change the main menu. I know it doesn't feel like a Treyarch game, which I kind of miss, because I love just having, like, you know, public match, private match on the left side, and it's just really basic. But this time around, they have it where you move the analog stick, and it actually just moves a circle around, and it's a little confusing to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's really easy to use. You know, they took shotguns out as primary weapons, so shotguns are always going to be your secondary, which is really interesting. And max level right now is 25, which is fine. And yeah, I just think the game flow needs to be a little quicker, because it's 5v5, which already makes it slower. People have too much health. Guns don't do enough damage. Some specialists are really OP right now. And overall, I think it's a really fun game. The beta is overall good. It's not terrible, but it feels like it could last a year. And a lot of people are saying it feels like BO3 and IW. I really don't get that vibe. I get a lot of BO3 and a lot of BO2. Like, I'll just be running through one of the maps. I don't remember which one, but it looks like Aftermath. And it really feels like BO2 to me. I don't know why people think it feels like IW. I really don't see that aspect. I see a lot of BO3 and BO2 and maybe a little bit of IW, but not really, because there's not jetpacks. It's not really the same HUD. It's just a different engine. It feels really Treyarch-ish. And there's a couple weird spots on maps where it feels like you should have a jump thing, but it's fine, because in this game you can jump really high and mantle over ledges that you would never be able to do in another COD. It just feels like a nice game. Now, if they fix the FPS, drop the health down to 100, make SMGs a little better. I mean, they could either buff the SMGs or lower the health to 100. Either would work. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, drop a sub, and comment. So I give the beta a solid 8 out of 10, maybe a 7.5. So since I pretty much just give you guys a shit ton of cons, I'm going to give you guys all the pros. It feels really fresh. and it still feels like Call of Duty. The kill streaks are really fun to use. The weapons are really, really good. There's 2 good bolt action snipers. There's a bunch of good SMGs. There's a bunch of good ARs. And shotguns are secondary, which I like. I feel like that really gives me an MW2 vibe. You know, you get an AA-12 or whatever it's called, and you just blast people after you get them weak. So it's really, really nice. And I love the fact that you have R1s for specialists, even though some are OP right now. I like the fact that Ruin can grapple, and the dude can radiate on sight. It's all really, really good, and it makes it feel like a new gen COD, which is what they're going for. This is what it is, because realistically, if they gave us BO2 reskin, it would die in like a week, because it would be so boring and stale, and I'm a sucker for nostalgia, so that's why I say shit like it's not going to be as good as BO2, because BO2 was the peak of Call of Duty, as well as MW2 and BO1. Like, that whole time was just the absolute peak, and then it started dying down after jetpacks. And now Treyarch is trying to, like, revive this community, and I really think they can do it. It's going to take a lot. They're going to have to do everything almost perfectly, but I think it can be done, and I think this beta is super fun. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a sub, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Thank you for watching.